Hello guys, Garcia here. This is part 21 of our Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines clan class mod playthrough, playing as a Tremere. So let's do the Blood Sports quest. Apparently it's not this guy.
Said there'd be
Oh, there he is.
meat tonight, but you look raw. Did she tell you how dirty those virgin little hands are gonna be by the time we're through with you?
Well, let me see. I know what I'm doing, so wipe that sneer off your face and let's get on with this.
Alright, Lick. Show me your worst. Let's see if you can stomach running with us down here in the filth.
What are we waiting for? Let the games begin. Oh, so we are going to a different area. Alright, so first of all, let me equip a decent weapon here. And let me use Auspex shield so I can see the targets. So the idea of this quest, I have to run around killing people until I reach the lavanderia. Oh, I need to keep going, so I need to kill some more people here. Oh. There are some cops around. I probably need to kill them, but I don't know where they are. Oh, there is one. Alright. So I need a little more. Oh. Yes. Let's just completely ignore the fact that I I killed a Sabat here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the last guy that I killed was one of the Sabat that was participating in the contest. So let's pretend that that didn't happen. Let's count him as 5,000 points.
Bingo! What are you doing here? Are those sirens? Did you bring the fucking policía here? Estás zafado!
Oh man. Victoria told me to come here.
No. You don't get it. The cops can't be in here now. This is the pickup. The evidence here, they'll take down the whole operation.
Oh man. So why would Victoria make us come here now? It doesn't make any sense.
How should I know? That doesn't matter. You fucked up coming here, payaso.
Oh man. So let's just get rid of the evidence.
There's no time for that. There's evidence everywhere. No. This can't go down here. I gotta shake them. Maybe if I popped off a couple of shots down the block here, maybe I can cut these fucking puercos a slip.
Oh. Arturo, wait. You can't go out there. There's no way you will survive. But he did.
Hey,
right?
puercos! Chinga tu madre, bastardos!
Come out with your hands up!
Oh man. Maybe I'll have to fight as soon as I load in here. Or maybe not. So let's see. You had the police right to the drug operations front in the middle of the pickup. He told me to come here, as you remember. He disappeared into the night, fighting off the police the best he could. You should let Victoria know how things went. Okay. As far as I know, this was actually the plan. But you guys will see if you've never seen the story before. The first time I played, I replayed this quest like 3-4 times, trying to make him not run out to face the police like a moron. But he always has his mind set on like protecting the business and stuff. Even in cartels and stuff, the rules must be followed, as obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to run these international gigantic operations, or even these middle-sized operations that run through an entire city or a region, right? You need some sort of organization. You need people to follow the rules, and you need people to execute those who don't follow the rules, right? So maybe he figured even if he tried to escape, he would have to pay for that eventually, so he might as well try to protect the business, right?
Hazel, calm down. That seems severe for a minor grievance. He could not have known what he was doing.
Don't talk to me like some kind of damned fool. There's not a shadow of doubt in anyone's eyes. It's your careless vices that have spread this plague among my parish.
Be reasonable. We are of the same brotherhood. There's no need for accusations and curses. Our packs fight for the same army. It's never been my intention to let anyone's vices fly so far from my reins.
Is that truly what lives in your heart? How could it? You have no heart. Perhaps your actions can speak louder than whatever hollow words you can offer. Bolster my flock. Spread the truth of Hazel Tomes farther and wider. Overshadow any doubt I may have of your intentions, dear, sweet Victoria.
If there's one thing I can conjure, it's a feast for my brothers. No one will starve on our turf, not so long as we stand together. You have my word.
See that it is so. I bid thee good eve, Ductus. Neonate.
So, as you guys can see, our actions are having massive consequences. As you guys remember, I think it was in the last episode, we spreaded her drugs to his flock, the folks that are congregating either in the church or outside, right at the doors of the church. So it's already working.
Never mind you him. Jodido pendejo. Él piensa que le debemos el mundo.
So he thinks that we owe him the world. So he thinks he has everything coming to him. So what was that all about?
Any man can be unraveled by his vices. You need only know which thread to tug. These nights, I think Hazel's indiscretions are besting him. But enough of the foolish preacher. Tell me, have you mastered our game yet?
Don't you know it? I ran into Arturo though. He's had better nights.
Claro que sí. I've heard Arturo was seen escaping the scene. Police in pursuit with only a thread of life left in him. Bueno, then he did what was necessary.
So, what are you talking about? I thought this was just a game.
This game was never for you. How far would Arturo go? Would he take your blame to protect the pack? What is he really willing to sacrifice? To put brother before blood?
I see. He did what had to be done to protect the organization.
Sí, pero now he needs our help, K-Knight. No doubt the human lawmen are still in pursuit. Go to his apartment. See what can be done to shake the heat.
Alright, okay, I'll head right over. You guys remember we have to be basically using the basic pattern in this game. Have to bootlick a little bit so we can eventually rise above. So this was all a setup to test Arturo's loyalties, and he apparently passed, right? He did protect the organization and stuff. But the only way to know for sure is actually talking to him. I think his house is on the far side here. 4. Yes. So there he is, in bad shape. Let's save it just to don't bug out during a cutscene.
Mierda. Of all the vatos, your face cannot be the last thing I see. Gringo de la chingada.
Yes. Holy shit, you're shot bad, we need to get you to a hospital or you're not going to make it?
No. No hospital for this. It... A GSW. Too many questions. Can't have that. No. This is it for Arturo.
So even in his deathbed, he's still trying to protect the business. So no, Arturo, we can get a doctor in here. No questions asked. Just hold on, I'll save you.
Ariana. Make sure she's... Give my hermana my money. Give her... Just make sure she's taken care of, okay? Don't let her end up like this.
I'll try. So don't worry, Arturo. It will be taken care of.
He's right. There's nothing to be done for him now. Except...
Hey, boss. What do you mean accept? Are you saying what I think you're saying? Yes.
if our pack is to flourish, it's in numbers we'll find strength. Arturo is ambitious, loyal, maybe a bit past his prime, but he would be a welcome addition to this fraternity.
There you go. Wait, you planned this all out, didn't you? You wanted me to get him killed by the police.
Of course. The price of my blood is paid in pain. How much of his own blood would Arturo shed to protect the pack? And is your halo dirty enough to stand among us? I have both my answers now.
Alright, so we chose the right thing. Trying to help the dude. So... why do you want me here for this?
His death is on your hands, isn't it?
Well, technically,
It's only right that you be privy to his transformation.
it's in your hands.
Besides, you should see we, true Sabbat, are not born as angry servants of the mass embrace. No. True Sabbat are born into our pack carefully and with privilege. But the passage is always painful, always a surrender of the soul.
So that's very interesting. She's telling us that basically that basic idea of the Sabbat being those dudes that wake up in a coffin and they have to basically claw out of the dirt to in like a graveyard, then they have to fight, and the one who survives becomes a Sabbat and all that stuff. But she just explained to us that basically there are these packs, and in these packs the leaders and the folks that want to bring in more vampires to the pack, they can actually choose their own trials, and if the person passes those trials, they can choose to bring them into the pack, using her words here, carefully and with privilege. So that's a very interesting way of showing a different side of the Sabbat that we usually see in vampire related content, and also in this game, right, where basically all the Sabbat are either Shovelheads or Andre, right? So what are you waiting for then? So she's embracing him now?
What? What are you doing here? Victoria? ¿Dónde? Where are we going? The cops. Just... Vete. Ya estuvo para mí.
No, Arturo. You shirked fate long enough. It's time to stop running. I won't let you rush into the 9 hells before knowing the true masters of the 5th sun.
¿Qué?
There you go.
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll understand soon enough. You'll know the true cost of sacrifice. What it's worth to you and to Teot.
There it is.
See, grandson, take it in. Let my power fill your veins. Give your heart to Shikoat. Become su discipio.
There you go.
It is done. Soon he too will know the fire of the serpent god.
So should I do anything for him?
Give me time to usher my child into this existence. He needs to learn the true lesson of his agony and what this new world will expect of him.
Alright, and in the meantime?
There's no need for idle hands, K-Knight. I have something for you. An opportunity.
Alright, of course. Tell me whatever you want.
We, los discipios, we take pride in our trophies.
Oh,
Those
no.
that betray us, those that stand against us, we take something from them. Something to remind others of their short-lived fate.
Yes, go on.
One such Contario has made a home of our domain. The Camarilla sent one of their own here to spy upon us. To this night, he's been toothless, ineficaz, no more than a buzzing fly on the wall. This pest will soon be more than an annoyance. So now he's a problem for you to crush. Make him disappear. Permanente.
Alright.
His name, I don't know. He dresses in rags, skulking, mugriento camarela pendejo, polluting my walls with his false icons, stinking the air with his mangy, rabid dogs. His prying eyes have watched us from the alleys and concrete parks for too long.
Alright. I think you mean Jesse. He's the one whose head I promised to Andre.
Excelente. Then it is already in your best interest to keep your word. The Archbishop is not a thing to anger.
I'm going to skip the number one here. I don't think there's any need to talk about that. So what can you tell me about him?
Do not underestimate this puta. He carries himself like a handsome boy, but he has a man's composure and a warrior's heart. He keeps with him his perros, his war dogs, with a taste for the vite.
You mean animals take our blood as well?
Claro. Animales are single-minded and can even be more loyal than the humankind. They provide eyes and teeth, day and night.
Interesting. Our character here doesn't know that yet. So why are you only just now dealing with the spy?
In honest, he is a servant of Enoya. Their blood runs thinnest of the Camarillas stink.
She means
I would
he
sooner have him stand by my side than lay at my feet.
is a gangrel.
But he is indomito y incorruptible. No tiene más tiempo.
So she was trying to bring him in. Apparently it didn't work. Noya?
Sí, ella is the daughter of Lilith, and the faceless master of all gangrel. The proud animales let her pull their strings. The wise ones stand as our brothers.
There you go. Also skipping the number one here. I don't think I need to talk to her about that.
As I said, he lurks here among us. He paints the walls in the parque across the street, or lingers in the alleys among the vagrants and mendigos.
Alright.
I want his death to be a painful one. Bring back a memento, something to remind you of this victory. Show me, show your pack, that you know how to punish the pawns of the ancients.
Alright. I'll bring back you a piece. As always, when the cutscene ends, everybody that's laying down this game just gets up for some reason, even dead people. Just a funny little bug. Alright, so that was a lot to take in, huh? So she actually knew about Jesse, but was avoiding confronting him because of his clan. I don't know if she's gangrel too, but she seems to respect folks of that particular clan. Arturo is now a vampire. she said that he needs to deal with the agony, which is basically a code word for saying that he's going to die anyway, but he's dying because of the embrace, not because of the bullets. So where is Jesse here? I can see anything. Oh, there you go. I'm at.
Cracking.
I have a terrible terrible news for you. Seems Queen Bitch Victoria has finally come for your head.
Cute. Wonder what's crawled up her butt.
As far as I can tell, she just wants you out of the picture for bigger plans, no distractions.
Well, I knew this night would come sooner or later. Guess it's high time I pack my shit up and skip town.
Yes, I don't think that's going to be enough. I've worked hard to earn her trust. If you just leave, it could ruin everything. I need to bring her something.
Dude, I'm not letting you take my skull, and I don't think a tuft of hair is gonna cut it.
Cut it. That gives me an idea. Let me see your hand for a second. Oh, man.
I don't like where this is going. What are you doing with that axe? I kinda need both of my hands, dude.
Is either this, or Victoria keeps sending assassins for you. The princess isn't going to let you leave town so easily either. So I don't see... I don't see you having much choice.
Alright. Should have read the fine print in this deal. Just make it quick.
Alright, man, sorry about that. Yeah, it will only hurt for a second, I promise, and it will grow back eventually.
Fuck! Okay, you got what you came for. Now get the fuck out of here. Fuck, that hurts.
Alright, I'm leaving. Remember, you're dead now, so make sure no one sees you around town.
Happy to oblige, asshole. I'll be watching how this all goes down. After all, gotta make sure giving you my hand was worth this pain.
Absolutely. So take care, Jesse. I am very glad that I didn't need to fight him. I think if you choose Hazel, you have to actually fight him. Or you can fight him if you want, regardless. But I'd rather not. He's actually hard. Does a lot of damage. I'm actually looking for blood here. I don't know if those people that I killed in the Bloodsports quest, I don't know if they respawn. Hopefully they do, but might not be the case. So there you go. Jess is going to show up back pretty soon.
Get out of my way, man.
Here. So the story is kind of going at a breakneck speed now. Oh, that's our man. Let's see how he's doing.
Hey, gringo. I bet you didn't think you were gonna see me again, eh? It's unreal. I always knew there was things that went bump in the night. I never imagined it'd be me.
Oh man. So you seem pretty stoked about it?
Claro que sí. What's not to like, ese? I'm gonna stay young, live forever. I got fucking superpowers. I can disappear out of plain sight, way. I'm finally getting the promotion I always wanted. Just not the one I was looking for.
Yes. Well, it's not perfect, you know. There is a whole bit about having to rip people's throats out to sustain ourselves.
I can live with that. It's not like my hands were clean before all this. Besides, Victoria's explaining it all to me. Humans, they're here for us, como animales. Last night I was just another chump, but tonight I'm something more. I can feel it in the blood.
Man, so he's already power drunk. So it seems like you're starting to put some things together then.
Dios mío. It was all right in front of me. All the disappearances over the years, all the grisly murders, this empty apartment, and then Victoria and her crew. No wonder they always creep me out. What still gets me, though, is my long run of shit luck. Who was pulling the strings behind that?
Well, who would you think it was, huh? So, didn't anyone else ever expecting something was up? Sorry.
Rolling with the kings? Your life expectancy is pretty short. It's no surprise anyone that's been with the crew long enough ends up dead or locked away. I'm just lucky Victoria and I share blood. That's why I got to cheat death.
So yeah, we were thinking about this too earlier in a different episode, and turns out she is the grandmother of Arturo and Ariana, right? So what other secrets has Victoria let you in on?
She told me what we are. She showed me how to feed, how to make la sangre flow. She told me all about the pack too, that we got each other's back, how important that is. But I can't shake this feeling, like she's still keeping me in the dark about a lot.
You got that right. Good to have you with us. See you, Arturo. So he's pretty happy about it, but he still doesn't know nearly enough, right? That's how vampire goes. No one knows enough, and you always get killed by someone that knows more than you, right? So in case we have any sort of choice to make here, I'm going to save just to be sure.
How did you fare against the Camarilla? Do you have his fangs to bring me?
Better. I brought you his claw.
It makes a fine trophy. Mementos like these are what earns a killer of brothers like you a place among this honored pack. Can you see it in your packmates' eyes? They are beginning to fear you. They are nearly ready to share their blood with you, and take yours in as well.
Great.
I feel I can nearly count you among Los Disciples. But I must ask you for one favor more. Everything is in its place. It's time the plague bearer Hazel and his illusions of grandeur met their end. Send word to the Mac. I have some troubling news for him.
Plague bearer Hazel. What are you talking about?
It seems Padre's herd has become quite infirm. Sick with tuberculosis, hepatitis, and worse. The preacher's acolyte, Vic, he was no visionary. It's Hazel himself ticking Doomsday's clock forward with his dark disease.
There you go. So Hazel is the guy that created the disease that was plaguing downtown, right? And Vic, I was pondering if Vic was the leader, but he's the acolyte, so he's under him. So those needles you gave me?
Es nuestro secreto, K-Knight.
All
Mortals, Policia, hunters. All of these will come knocking at the Sabbat's door. It's a tension we cannot afford. Not while the world falls to pieces around us. And the indignity that one of our own would carry out the Dark Father's scheme? Our sacred blood demands the head of this traitor.
Alright. And how does this involve the Mac?
El Padre is hungry, but he cannot feed from his own tainted herd, not as they grow so weak y enfermo. His thirst has overstepped its bounds. With his deranged song, he's lulled the Mac's finest assets away from their rightful place by the Shadow's side. The Mac should know of his brother's betrayal.
Alright. Didn't Hazel come to you looking for help with that?
Observant. Good. But that was never meant for your eyes. Keep that secret close to your heart. It may have been I that found the girls to the river of his madness, but it was he that was seduced by the pureness of the blood.
Always passing the blame to the next person, right? Don't worry, I'll conscript the Mac to our cause.
Go, vas enseguida. I've spoken with André. This war party already has the Archbishop's blessing. We'll take the battle to Hazel at his church. All of us. We'll make sure the Mac has friends at his side when we smite this apostate to the Sabbat.
Alright, so I'll see you at the church after I talk to the Mac. So there you go, this is the final quest. So as you can see, she gave it a lot of thought. She went through several steps. She manipulated Hazel, she was keeping an eye on the Mac and his business. And now basically we are all set up here. So the idea to choose a side is depending on which side you choose, that is the side that you will follow until the final battle. So we chose Victoria, so we are dealing with Hazel. But when the fight starts, remember why we came here. We came here to disrupt Sabbat operations in LA. And that obviously means that we are going to try to kill basically everybody, right? So when the fight at the church starts, basically the massacre starts too. Or the attempt. Let's see how Mac is going to react to this. He's going to be probably pretty pissed.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna give those bitches a piece of my mind and a taste of my belt when I get my hands on them.
What's the matter?
2 of my girls just up and left. Who the fuck do they think they are? We had an arrangement. Their lives are to serve me, and I'll let them know when they can leave. When they're dried up and spent.
I think I might know what happened to them. It's not their fault.
What the fuck are you talking about? Trying to rip me off?
No, chill, bro. They're at Hazel now. I guess he must have gotten to them, or you know, at least offered not to beat and extort them.
Ah, so the holy man wants some action too.
Yes.
You gotta be my delegate. There's no reason for this to end badly. We can work something out. Just go to him and tell him this can all be overlooked for a fair price.
Alright, I don't think it's like that, Mac. He's sick and spreading disease. I think he's going full Malkavian.
What? You think this is about more than just brother sex?
Yes. Word is, he's the one that put all the crazy ideas in Vic's head. He's a plague bearer. It's been his holy mission all along.
Fuck. And those girls are as good as dead. Total loss. What he's doing, it ain't right. All this talk of a third gen running rampant might be a tall tale, but this is full-blown Gehenna shit right here. Somebody needs to step up and do something.
Yes, absolutely, man. So Victoria's putting together a war party. Meet us up, Jesus, at the church if you want a piece of the action.
Payback is a bitch, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Vincent and I will get our shit together and head on over.
Alright, see you at the bloodbath. So, as you can see, the idea was to get Mac so pissed that he would eventually join as well. He and his guard here. So now that everybody's pissed, Hazel is pissed at everybody, Mac is pissed at everybody, Victoria manipulated everybody, but she's also pissed at Hazel and wants the bishop spot and so on. Jesse is pissed at everybody, the prince is pissed at everybody, I am pissed at everybody. So nothing better than a melee in a church to solve our differences here. So I'm going to save here. I have no idea if this is going to go well or badly. We'll find out. Best armor equipped. I have 23 experience points. So I'm going to finish my wits here. I can't put any more points in anything here because of the Tremere thing. So I'm just going to keep the 7 points for now. Let me just reload my main weapon here, the one that I have been using the most. I could actually use the Dragon's Breath here, just to see how it is. There you go. I have a lot of bullets. So we are all set up. So let's see how this unfolds.
So you see, faithful followers, true believers, death shall come for you, just as it comes for us all. I urge you to welcome its bittersweet embrace with a warm heart, for it shall... You treacherous viper! You two-faced temptress, you contemptuous, insolent wench!
Is this how you welcome all friends into your temple, Hazel? What's the matter? Not feeling yourself these nights? You seem a bit infermo.
You treacherous swine! You bring famine and pestilence upon my house, but I shall bloody my hands with war and death to...
Your pride has gotten the better of you this time, Senor Doms. Blame the devil for your sins if you must, but it's not me. Not anyone in this war pack spreading your disease, your demented vision of Gehenna.
Oh, hypocrite! Curse the earth you stand upon. It's your vices that have brought this plague. It was your word that was broken to feed my hungry flock. I will strike you down with...
Please, Hazel, stop dreaming. We all saw what happened with esa basura Vic. You can blame him too, if it eases your fevered head. But your excuses won't stand. You're not that important. Your title means shit. And you won't step in on our turf any further.
Those girls are gonna cost me a pretty penny, Hazel. Somebody's gotta pay, and your credits dried up real fast in this town.
But I... Blind, unwashed heretics. The whole lot of you. Victoria, you crooked harlot. I will dig up your heart and cast it into my hearth to heat my home. Mark my words.
I'm sorry, but there's no place in the Sabbat for a self-obsessed, plague-bearing, Gehenna-dealing traitor like you. This is street justice, bendejo.
Just in time for the party.
There he is.
You know, for a bunch of small-minded idiots, you Sabbat types are pretty long-winded.
Yes.
What do you say we let some hot air out, kid? I'm really itching to gut that bitch that cost me my hand.
Pinche bendejo. That gutter rat skeleton should be mounted on my wall. After I deal with this pinche loco, I'll take yours in its place.
You think I am beaten? You doubt the glory of Hazel Tomes, you fools! I waste not and want not. I am no judge of the wicked, no! All that follow me shall find salvation. Rise up, my flock. Feed yourself on the flesh of the meek.
There you go. So let me just equip my gun real quick here. As you can see, damn it. Let them kill each other for a bit and just heal a little bit. Victoria is almost gone. That is Jesse. That goes Arturo. The Mac. Gone. And Hazel is gone too. I don't know what that is. They're also gone. I just need to clear out the last of them here. Just me and Jesse now.
Well, I guess that's that. Sabbat's gonna be limping their way out of town after the damage you've done. You did alright.
Oh, thank you. I didn't really expect you to help throw down, so what's next for you?
With these fucks dead, there's no reason for me to stay here. Prince is off my back finally. I owe you that one, kid. But with my business settled, I can finally hit the road. I suggest you do the same.
Oh, and where do you think you'll go?
East, I guess? While I was laying low, I scoped out what this sarcophagus is all about. Whatever is going on, I do not think it is going to end well. So I'm just getting as far away from here as I possibly can. Just one piece of parting advice. Don't play these games any more than you need to. Sabat, Camarilla, even the Anarchs, they're all the fucking same. They all have an agenda, and they all want something from you. Instinct comes first. Trust yourself, no one else.
Alright, thanks Jesse, take care of yourself.
Yup, same to you. Peace out.
Peace. So there it is, guys. The grand finale. It's fun actually when you, especially the first time I played this, was really cool to see how it ended up. This like huge brawl. Funny that this is still Elysium, so after the fight ended I cannot use my discipline, so I can't heal here. But there it is. So Jesse came back to help, and we were able to kill the 3 main NPCs here.
Be at peace, kindred.
Oh,
You stand amongst friends now.
really? Your agents at the Giovanni stronghold weren't so friendly.
Indeed. The Chang brothers, my greatest agents, undone by the young soldier of LaCroix. It was obvious your path was greater than I or he had anticipated.
Ming Zhao, you actually sound impressed?
I am impressed, kindred. That is why I've come to reveal to you the truth, so that you may see that you are not the fist of LaCroix, but the hand that will put the final events of this war into motion.
Oh, really? So how did our paths come to converge here?
I watch and wait for the time my path is meant to cross another. The how of it shall be more clear in a moment. No need for alarm, kindred. I come as a friend.
Is that so?
Your foes all lie vanquished, kindred. I come to help. Be at peace. Trouble is nothing but yours to give.
Oh, sure. So you're right about that, and you're the one I plan to give on giving it to?
I see. Well, I will waste no more of my time with you.
Oh,
I just thought you should know that the alliance between your prince and the Kuei Jin has come to an end.
so there was an alliance to begin with.
We did have an arrangement, LaCroix and I. A mutually beneficial pact to drive the lesser factions from the city.
So what happened?
LaCroix's zeal in recovering the Ankaran sarcophagus has been to the exclusion of many relationships, mine included. And I, like yourself, have been used by him in his desperate quest for power.
Oh, playing the victim, are we? So how did he use
LaCroix
you?
feared Alistair Grout, the Malkavian primogen.
Yeah, that part I know.
LaCroix saw an opportunity to rid himself of 2 problems. A hardened rebel leader and a problematic primogen in one fell stroke. And as you can see, I was integral to his plan.
So there he is. The rebel leader she's talking about is Nines Rodriguez, right? The leader of the Anarchs. Things are beginning to make sense.
LaCroix convinced me that an alliance with a Camarilla could strengthen the position of the Kuei Jin. And so with my help, your prince framed Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout.
Oh, sure. That's amazing. How do you do it?
The disciplines of my Dharma have afforded me skill in the art of disguise. A useful tool, as you can well imagine.
Oh, it is. Why did you need this to strengthen your position?
Our war with the Anarchs has taken its toll. A truce with a Camarilla allowed us to marshal our remaining forces and focus on a lone enemy.
Alright. There's literally an option, alright. So why are you telling me any of this?
You need to understand that you are a liability, Kindred.
Oh yeah.
Once LaCroix finds the right moment, you will be disposed of, just as he did with Alistair Grout, Mr. Rodriguez, your sire, and countless others.
If the rumors about the sarcophagus are true, it's not going to matter.
Hear these words, Kindred. The sarcophagus is sealed against the ages. Only the proper key will break this seal. That key now lies safely in Quajian hands. Your prince's prize cannot be had without it.
Whatever, this is just another Quajian lie.
I assure you that it is not. LaCroix is no longer of any use to us, and by extension neither are you. The vine of your destiny withers. Your bloodline ends with that of your puppet prince.
Ooh. We'll see who's the last one standing.
Farewell, Kindred.
Well...
What?
So there's several ways you can play this dialogue. You can be supportive of the Quajian. You can be supportive of the prince. You can be neutral but not aggressive. And you can do what I did, which is basically declare war back. Not play the pawn any longer. This dialogue you have with her after the Hallowbrook Hotel quest, which is the same because we just ended this Sabbat chapter here. So now we are going to the final point of the game, but I think we need to go to Griffith Park first to deal with the werewolf and Nines Rodriguez, but this is going to be in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Sabbat chapter. It's a masterpiece, a fantastic mod, one of the best mods ever made for any game ever. And I will probably play during my life this part at least several times more. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.